Hello and welcome to today's crypto review, where I'll look at Manta Network, the privacy-preserving and interoperable decentralized exchange built on Substrate. Now, I haven't covered privacy networks so much. Like the last one that I've done was on Theta network, which is the data privacy building on Substrate and which is going to become a parachain on Polkadot. They're already deployed to Roku testnet. So they're very close to launching that parachain, as you know, as soon as the parachain auctions start, because they're in the testing phase. So with Manta Network, they're not trying to become a parachain, but they are allowing you to mint those tokens building on Substrate and make them private. And we're going to take a look at that in a moment. But as always, I always check Polka project when I do my research, and I know that I've been saying various times that not everything you see on Polka project is legitly building on Substrate or on Polkadot. So hence why you need to check this other tab here, which is called Substrate based, because that gives you something to start off from. You got to start somewhere, right? And if you don't have some basic information at the beginning, then you don't know where to look. So yeah, Polka project is a great place, but make sure that you check these tabs first and see if it's worth looking into. And again, I'm not saying that something that's not Substrate based is not worth looking into. It could very well do, but when it's Substrate based, it gives them more confidence, more transparency, and you know that they're going to have some sort of link to Polkadot. So without further ado, let's look at their website. So what's Manta Network trying to do? And again, the team is anonymous here because it's all about privacy, right? So they've got a bit of a slick site here, as you can see. It's all about coding. It's all about being geeky, right? So what are they doing? They're building an interoperable privacy protocol for the DeFi stack and a decentralized exchange as the first use case. So we're going to take a look at what is Manta Network and why are they doing what they're doing. So the problem we see today is that the blockchain lacks privacy, interoperability, and usability, which trickles down into many other issues. That's why we're building Manta Network, an interoperable and private protocol for the DeFi stack, with a privacy-preserving decentralized exchange as the first use case. Now, they are building as a layer 1 solution, which means that privacy will exist in the core architecture rather than a feature sitting on top of another blockchain. Now, by using Substrate, they can take advantage of the interoperable ecosystem that Polkadot brings. Now, if you want to learn more, you can check their article. But one thing I found interesting here is in relation to how to make the tokens private on Manta Network. And I think this is going to catch many people's attention. So what are they able to do? Well, they're able to do this through a process called minting. So we've seen this with NFT minting, non-fungible tokens, when you want to mint digital art to make it transferable, to turn it into a token, right? And then that's also going to remain on the blockchain. Now, long story short, a user can initiate a coin minting transaction by depositing a base coin, for example, Polkadot, and the Manta Network receives the deposit and generates a privacy-preserving version of it. Example, private Polkadot. Now, to get more details of how this is executed, request a copy of the white paper so you can check that out to see how that actually works. But just the idea, we're not going to look into that in this video because the whole purpose is for you to do more research, for me to summarize so that you could have somewhere to start from. But nevertheless, I mean, this is really good, right? The fact that you can mint a token to make it private. It's something unique. I haven't seen this before, especially not in the Polkadot ecosystem. So that's why many new projects are coming on, building on Substrate and making Polkadot great. Now, why are they choosing to build on Substrate instead of Ethereum? Well, we all know that it's interoperability and it's also the transaction speed, right? And also the speed of the block generation is much faster. So we know that Polkadot is the next generation blockchain, well, a relay chain because it is the parent chain, and then it's going to have those side chains known as parachains. But you already know that if you've been watching this channel because I've covered that many times. Anyway, they've also been covered by CoinDesk, also by NASDAQ, and Tidal Finance is actually partnered with them as well. So they've got a partner here. What else do they have here? Now, what are they using? So what technology are they actually using? It's in relation to the actual protocol. So they're using ZK Snarks, which is the same as in Monero. Monero uses the same, which is a non-interactive form of zero-knowledge proofs to deliver scalable private transacting and swapping. And because ZK Snarks is a code-based solution, they have the advantage of flexibility and speed for the best user experience on a decentralized exchange, fast and private. Now there's the front-running resilience as well. because they're building a layer 1 solution using Substrate, they are in control of the underlying blockchain consensus that is combined with the obfuscating delivered through ZK snarks, means that we offer front-running resilience other traders and trading bots can't take advantage of, being able to see your trades. So that's interesting here, because we know that on many centralized exchanges, as soon as you place an order, the bots know that you've placed that order, say to buy at a specific price. So the bot tends to place an order right above your price. So with this, it's not going to, it's going to avoid that. I know that on KuCoin Exchange, you can set hidden orders, but it's just something to show you, like even with the hidden orders, I think that the bots can still detect that you've got a hidden order, because at the end of the day, you're sending that request to the exchange. And if they are able to track down the activity on that exchange, they could possibly still see it. And this is just my assumption, maybe I'm wrong. But with a decentralized exchange that's purely focused on privacy, we could potentially see this go away, this problem finally go away. And that's going to be awesome, because you're not going to get wrecked anymore by front-running bots. Now, the next step here is that they're completely decentralized. So they're building a decentralized privacy stack for DeFi, which is governed by the community. The governance, among other features, is represented by the Manta Network, which is going to be called MA. Now, governance features for topics including selecting new trading pairs and tokens to include in the exchange will be decided by the token holders in the community. So that's interesting, right? Even whatever gets added in the decentralized exchange is voted by the community. So that's like true decentralization here. And this is why I love Polkadot so much, because you've got these proposals, you've got these referendums where you actually have a word, right? Even if you're staking your coins, you can actually vote in favor or against the referendum or the proposal. So that's very good, right? This is how it should be. It should be all about the democracy. Just like in real life when you can vote, right? Except in real life, votes tend to be manipulated. Now, what are they doing? So, to take DeFi to the next level, they need to address the existing issues, the like of privacy, speed, and interoperability. By introducing a top-tier product that addresses these problems, Manta intends to expand DeFi into a larger market with better conveniences and privacy provisions. So that's awesome. Now, again, I was saying about minting private tokens. So again, you can do that, which is really, really good. That's going to be done through the exchange. And also, the fact that they've said that you can actually vote if you're a token holder to decide which tokens are going to get listed on that privacy decentralized exchange. Now, the next thing I want to talk about here is in relation to how the actual private network works and the different types that we've got here, the different types of protocols. Now, there's the private address, which from the sender's point of view, there is no privacy. The receiver sees it as private. The amount is not private and the anonymity is private. So as you can see here. Now with regards to ZK snarks, which is being used by Manta Network and also by Monero, the sender's address is private, the receiver is private, the amount is private, however anonymity is weak. Okay, so there is anonymity but it is weak. Then they're of course comparing it to Mimblewimble here. So again, this one's stronger in that sense, but the sender's privacy is not really private. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is in relation to the team. So obviously, because this is a privacy network, they're trying to take a step back and not be and to stay anonymous basically. But we've got one person here. This is the only person that I know, like basically doing my research on the Medium articles that they've posted since the beginning. This guy here, Victor G, from Manta Network, he's the chief strategic officer, right? And he basically had this AMA. He had this AMA on the 27th of January with Tidal Finance. So yeah, this is the only person we know from Manta Network, right? So we can see here that the team could be Asian. The team could be Asian, but we don't know. We don't know enough. So again, it's all about privacy, right? So of course we're not gonna know if it's if they're trying to maintain that privacy, so that you don't know who they are. But there's always a risk with privacy, right? Because when you're a brand new project, if your team is anonymous, then people don't really trust it as much. So you need to do something special for the people to trust you. So I don't know, maybe they need to have some kind of link to Polkadot. Gavin Wood must have met them or something, right? You know, like they need to give the community some kind of credibility, even though they're a private network, because otherwise, why would the community be hyped about it? Well, again, you may argue with me that many people get hyped over tokens that have no themes, right? And they're just like liquidity pool tokens. And they've got like liquidity pool platforms and nothing else. So anything could rug pull in that case. But here we've got a website, we've got Medium articles, but we just don't have info on the team, right? So that's just something to keep in mind here, except for this person here, Victor G. If you want to look him up, maybe try to do so and see if you can dig out more information. I haven't personally done that because I'm trying to keep this short. So the next thing you want to look at here is their Twitter page. So you can check this out to see what they're doing, what they're up to. They've got just over 6,000 followers. They've got the progress update here, as you can see. This was back from the 17th of February. So what are they doing here? Yeah, I mean, not many tweets here, as you can see. Still under the radar for now. Still under the radar. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it. There isn't much more to cover on Manta Network. Now, what we don't know is the tokenomics. We don't know the tokenomics. And one thing that I've noticed here from their website is that they do actually have the option for you to invest in a private round. And again, not financial advice. You need to join their next round, and basically they'll advise you if you can join. So, but again, we don't know the tokenomics. Like I was trying to search for it and I couldn't find the tokenomics. So because of that, I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to hold off and wait. I haven't applied to take part in a token sale. But yeah, I mean, if you're interested, feel free to do so. Like, again, just to reiterate, this isn't financial advice. I'm not telling you to invest. It's just this is an option here if you're interested. And again, do check the rest of the white paper if you're interested to do more reading and more research on them. But that's it from today's short video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.